Hey guys, Koda Karnas here. Welcome back to the workbench. So, if you've been keeping up with the series so far, you'll have seen me produce a circuit board and the code for a coolant controller, so a controller for the coolant system. Today, we're going to do the same sort of thing except for the icing side. So, what I mean by icing is this is a plain water where I can dump ice into it and just cool the cooling system down using a heat exchanger. So have a look at the first video of this series where I explain how the cooling system works. Basically, you'll notice similar diagram, pump water out, water back in. We have a flow sensor here measuring the water coming in, the temperature coming out of the cooling system, the temperature going into the cooling system. But the one difference we have here is that this water comes up, instead of going to the laser cooler, it goes through a big curling heat exchanger, then back out. But we also have another path this way. So the water can come around that way, and there's a big solenoid sitting here, which when we turn it on, opens up it, and all the water basically does a shortcut. So it turns the flow off and just runs a shortcut through that way. Turn it off, and the water then goes up this way. And the reason the water will take this way is because this is a smaller tube. I think this is a 6 mil tube around this way, and this is a 12 mil. So the water will just take the easiest path. So, like the other one, we have flow rate, TI, T out, but this time we have a solenoid. So, just so we keep stuff the same, the flow sensor will go to D2, and that's a signal. There's also, the plus and minus for each of these. Temperature in will go to D8. Temperature out will go to D10. And the solenoid, if we look at this, which is one down there, let's go for D12. So the solenoid will be switched. So that one is an input pin. That one's an input pin. This one's an output pin. So we actually want to send signals that way. So realistically, I should be drawing the arrow that way. And again, we have a 4K7 resistor to be 5 volts and another one there. So that is what we need to build. And what we've got to do it with is one of those nano, a whole bunch of other bits and some headers. And I'm going to use this one here, which is a slightly chunkier one for the relay, just so I know it's a difference. We're still only using 5 volt signaling, so I'm not switching large currents on and off. Which reminds me, somewhere around here, I have a relay board. Because, there we go. So one of those will be wired up to talk to that. And this is, signal, 5 volts and ground. So actually, I don't even need one of those. What am I talking about? This needs a 3-way. Actually, I'm just going to hardwire it straight out, solder it to these 3 pins, we'll be fine. Heat shrink those. Bobby Dazzler, as I say. So let's get going. Let's get the board off so I don't burn the paper and set fire to my workshop. Let's put that to one side. Let's get the soldering iron turned on. Warming up. Oh, let's unplug that cable. Oh, God, thank you, Windows, for deafening me. Some red wire, black wire, and some solder. I think we are good to, oh dear. Yeah, let's just detangle my soldering. Come on, come on. There we go. So, same as we did before. We're going to put 3 of these down the side. Which way around? This is that way around. So we go 1, 2, 3. That way around, actually. So that'll be the temperature. So we'll do VCC, so 5 volts, signal, ground. Then this one we'll throw up here. And then we'll put the board here and take wires, jump wires across. So soldering iron is up to temperature. Let's get those 3 in and soldered down. There we go. Clean it off. Put down my magnifying glass so I actually see what I'm doing. And there we go. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yep. So does it look? They look reasonable. Let's put this there for the temperature sensor. No, it's not. That's the flow sensor. What am I talking about? Those are the temperature sensors. One, and it's gone on crooked. I can feel it. Oh, come on. The tinning on these boards isn't great. But for a prototype, they're acceptable. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Okay, reminder to oneself, A, they're hot, and B, let the solder cool before you lift the board up. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let that cool a bit before I touch it. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So now we then put this one in. I think last time we put it on K. Let's put that one there. What we did is let's put that one in. How far apart does it need to be? That'll go into the second row. Thank you very much. There. No, this is there. Yep. So that's the spacing, and let's put it into where we say K. There, 2 in, like the last one. We're okay. There we go. And just like the last one, we're just going to tack the 4 corners down, and then we'll solder the pins as we need them. So that's that one. It's cool. That one. Oops. That one's cool. As I said in the last video, you normally wouldn't do this with the these things, but this one's knackered. It's been used and abused so much. All right, I'll take that off. Oh dear, it's trying to take all the pins out. That's not what we want. Right. That's definitely not what we want. Right, well, let's just brute force ignorance these back in. Let's see, there and there. That one's fine. Never had that happen before. Oh, come on. Just get in there. How hard is it for you just to figure out, get in that hole? It's good. All right. They look all right to me. They're in. They're in. That's solderable down. That's a word. It is now. Right. So let's do the markings. So there's D12. So D12, D10, D8. D2 is, well, actually, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in. Are we right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 5 volts is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which one there. Ground is 2 in. 1, 2. And that's all we need. D2. No, D2 there. 8, 10 there. 12 out to the relay. Yep, we're good. So let's just wire. So let's just solder the top pins this time, because last time we didn't. So, right, so let's do. Always fiddly, these things. Never quite enough room on that side of the board. Okay, 5. Oops, helps if I actually put the solder on the right part of the board. Okay, that's in. Oh, look at this. And let's see. 5 volts. Done. All right, so D, where are we? D2 is there. Done. Don't get too close to the CPU, which is this big one here. D8. Oh, come on. D10. D10. Come on, take the solder. Thank you. And D12, last but not least. Not happy with that last one. It's better. Yeah, the problem with these such long legs is they suck up so much heat. You don't really want to have the heat on for too long. Yep. So that's the board done. Well, this is soldered up. So now let's get soldering. So let's see. Let's do the 5 volts. So we want to go from there, somewhere over here. Let's give ourselves a bit more room last time. Last time we ran out of wire a bit too often. So I think these ones are going to be a bit longer. That one. That one. So 5 volts is top. Just check that with the thing. So it plugs in there, that way down. Yep, 5 volts is the top. So we'll put it there. Then we'll go around to 5 volts. Come on, stop untwisting. 5 volts is there. So that will be a 5 volt supply rail as it was for the flow controller to start with, flow sensor, and then we'll branch off down to the temperature sensors. Right, let's just do this one at a time. Get in there. That felt wrong. Yep, thought so. Come on. Sometimes you just feel it as you're putting it in. It's quite smooth. This should just go on with no effort. There we go. That's better. Right. So I want to go up into the top like that. Sorry about that. Glasses off so I can see better. Right. Let's solder that. Done. Tidy up the wires a bit. Right. Solder it in. Bit of solder there, make a nice fat solder bridge in those two. Oh. And then smooth it off so it doesn't touch the other one. Yep, that's solid. Let's go around to 5 volts there. Again, let's solder the pin on the other side. And those header boards are such long leads, it takes so much heat. Actually, while we're here, let's do all of them. That one, D2, D8, D10, and D12. Oh, D12's already soldered. Of course it is, it's the last one. All right, let's put 5 there. Come on, 5 volt through, thank you. 5 volt up and across. Yep, it's not touching that pin, which is good. Let's get the wire soldered down. There we go. Let's get this up properly so it's not going to touch anything. That's good to me. Plenty of solder on there. Yep, make sure the wire's coated. That looks good to me. Well, good being a relative term. Where's my wire cutters? Got wire cutters. Here we go. Let's just trim the excess off there. Oh, come on. Yep, good. That's a nice, good connection there. So there's your 5 volt rail. Comes up to there. Now we need to hop that over to these two. So, oh, Go from there to there. About there, I reckon. Yeah, we don't need too long on that side. But let's have a nice long one on this side. So what I want to do is put the short one there. Put the short one in there. And then I can make a big old solder bridge on the other side. Right. You just behave. I'm going to fold it that way. Yep, I'll get this folded in there. Yep, that's good enough. Solder that side up. Oh dear. Stop shaking. See, at a funny angle, that's why. Nope. Drop your soldering iron. That's a good idea, Ms. Kodo. Let's burn everything. Solder that lot up. Yep, that's one chunky solder bridge. That ain't going anywhere. Hopefully it won't disconnect at any stage. Come across, put it through that one. Yep. And what we'll do is we'll bring it up to that one and then around and down. Oh. I think I'm twisting it the wrong different way, but never mind. Right. Down to that one, up and around to that one. Right. That should make a nice solid 5-volt connection for all the flow sensors. Sorry, temperature sensors. Solder on. Oh, put some solder there. Okay, that's not moving. Just flow some solder into that joint there. Yep, that looks a bit dry on that side. I say a bit dry. Yep, that looks like it's solid. Let's just trim that edge off. So, that one's fine. Oops, trim that bit flush. Get out of the way for a second. Soldering on, right. So that's 5 volts from there to there, across to there, there to there. That looks good. Time to get out the trusty multimeter to make sure I can actually get these connections right. Oh, that one. Yep. So let's just take it from there. Yep. Nothing on that one, nothing on that one. And down we touch the 5-volt pin. Yep. Pins either side are not connected. That's good. Right. 5 volts done. Apart from to the relay. I'll do that in a minute. Right. Same thing. So ground is that one. We'll go ground to there. Same sort of length. Make that up, twist that one up. Right, are you going to play ball this time? Ground into ground. Okay, that looks good so far. Come on, do the solder. There we go. That's good. Right, fold that over to touch the top. That's good. Let's flow some solder onto that joint. Yep, that looks solid. Let's give that a check. No. Ooh. That would have been annoying. Okay, let's try that again. Don't know what happened there. Must have just put. Looks like I just put solder on actually into the wire. This reminds me of the old dead bug way of wiring up. You know, where you put the chips upside down and just solder to all the pins. Right. Oh, turn that over. Trim that off. These are my knackered ones. That's why they keep clipping like that. All right. Yep. So ground to. Come on. Ground to. Actually, I think I'm going to go down to this one. The reason is, if we only have one wire, it's a much neater connection than multiple. With these, I'm quite happy if it's a bit messy. Not that it's a massive difference, really. So that goes between the two. That looks good to me. Should have done that on the top one, but hey, hindsight's 20/20, isn't it? Come on. Yep. And you want to get introduced to your two friends here, please? Is there a solder bridge there? Or no, it looks like I've soldered one and not the other. Right. Come on. Put a whack load of solder on here. Come on. Oh, that's a hideous amount of solder, but it's a good solid joint. Ooh, too much heat. It's come off. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, it's a bit. Oh, wow. I flowed the solder through. No, never mind. That's solid anyway. What I've actually done is that came away and the solder's made a nice fillet. Perfect little fillet underneath. But as I said, these are for prototypes. If they work, I'll then be doing a proper PCB. So watch my channel for a watch code Arcana, show you how not to use KiCad. I mean, I've made some PCBs before, and they've always, I say always, a couple of them worked out quite nicely actually. But I wouldn't say I'm a professional designer by no means. I'm a professional circuit board designer. Excuse me, designer. By no means am I a professional solderer either. We all do this for hobby and fun, don't we? If you're watching me for professional advice, I would suggest looking possibly elsewhere. On soldering, anyway. That's good and solid. Coding advice. I mean, yeah, I can give you that. Professional coder, that's what I do for a day-to-day job. Soldering, must have been what, 30 years ago I was taught to solder. Back before the days of these digital control things and nice temperature limited and we were doing industrial soldering, so in, whack it through, get it soldered, move on to the next job. You got very, very good at soldering the same piece over and over and over and over again. But yeah, it was first day of the job, got taught how to solder, which was amusing because I was actually hired to do software, but we all had to learn how it worked on the factory floor. I didn't mind, another skill. Right. Looks all right. So that's the ground wired up. So, go for the pudding. Come on, Mr. Beepity beep beep. Yeah. Let's see. So, between that one and that one. Yep, that one and that one. Yep, no, that one. Nope. Good. Nope, and should be there. Yep. Not that one or that one. Yep. Wow, that's good. So that's 5 volts and ground wired up. So now I need to wire up the signals and the pull-up resistors. So pull-up resistors are these things. Oh, get the glue off them. Right, so I need to go from there to there, I think. So what we'll do first off is let's just put there to that one in. Over was it 1, 2 pins. So I pin that down like that. I think that was it, wasn't it? There. To there. Yep. And then the other one. We'll do the same there, but slightly wider. Oh, slightly wider. That one can go from there to there. That's what we did last time, I think. Yep. That one folded over into that lot. That one then folded into that lot as well. Actually, we'll trim that one a bit shorter. And then it goes there. That one solders into that mob. That will be the pull up. Then we'll sort out the pull down in this. Sorry, pull down. We'll sort out the signal end in a second. This one. There's 2. Just put it under that joint there, so we know they're well and truly connected. Yep, and then up here. Oh, we got almost. Come on. There we go. That's a fillet. Yep. Flare solder. Right, not too hot though, which is right. And then we'll just do what we did last time, which was find an old bit of lead. I can't remember who suggested just keeping old leads around. It's been very useful. If I've actually figured out who actually suggested that to me. I'm sure it was a YouTuber somewhere. I had a suggestion on their stream. Right. Solder touch that pin, please. Good. Oh, buzz bar construction. Yep, that's not going anywhere. Turn it over. There to there. Right, that's almost this one done. Oh, come on. Oh, sounds like the boy racers are out tonight on their 50cc scooters. Oh. Come down. Thank you. Just sit there. Cool. Right. Come down. Don't make. Really? Really? You're going to do that on me, are you? Yeah. Right, you're going to be one of those ones. So, right, there we go. Wish I got some tweezers out. Just sit there. Move up. I'm getting annoyed now. Right. Sit still. Do not move. Right, there's one end. Let's get that soldered in, and I think. Yep. More on that one. More on that one. Right, no solder bridges. Cool, that looks good to me. Could be in relative terms, so yeah, you look at that big chunk of solder there and there, but hey, it works. The other one worked quite happily actually. It's been sitting there running away for a little while. Okay, signal lines now. Time to get the orange. What do we want to do from there to there? Let's go that much. Twice, because we have 2 lines. As I said, I'll get the relay out in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. D8. Let's get D8 done first. D8 up and over the pen to the top. Pen to the top. Like one of those ones, aren't you? Let's solder you in straight then first. Need to be an octopus times. There we go. You're not going through any further. Solder you in. You're done. Over on top of the pen. You should have waited for it to cool down because that's hot. Easy how things get hot when you solder them. Come on. There we go. That's made a connection. D10. Again, let's solder it straight up because that seems to be working quite nicely at the moment. every time. I forget these things get hot. I've been doing this 20 years, and you'd hope by now I'd learn things get hot when you solder them. But you're not a professional at this, or even a serious amateur unless you've had a few burns. A couple of good ones over the years. Right, that looks pretty good. Not shorted to the pin beside. Nope. Right. So you go to that one. Make it nice and tight. You go in there. You go into the one up one. No. You go up one here. All right. That's in. That's in. Right. You go that way. You go that way. So we don't end up shorting. Right. Let's get them soldered in. It's just a relay to be done. Test all the connectivity, and we'll go from there. Okay, that's in and soldered. Pretty good. In. Come on. Yep. That's done. Clean off the ends. Now we're looking. Not looking like anything's touching. That is good. Right. Moment of truth. Right. Da-da-da-dee. No. Let's turn to the right range first. There we go. All right, so first off, making sure ground is not connected to any of this. Let's connect to that one. Right. So that one shouldn't be connected to that one. Correct. Should be connected to that one. Nope. Which one should be connected to? D10. Yeah. Yep. But not to D8. D8 should be connected to D8. Yep. Then if we switch back to yep, Mego mode. There to there should be 4.7. 7.7. Okay. There to there. 7.7. There to there. Oh, what am I doing? There to there. It's a pull-up resistor. 4.7. There to there. 4.7. And there to there should be 9.4. Yep. So what I was actually measuring is the resistance between the gate and must be resistance between the gate and the ground at that point. Anyway, so that looks good. That's all connected up. Now, one last thing I need to do now is wire up this bad boy. So first off, let's wander over to the bench of storage devices. I'm looking for heat shrink, heat shrink. I was heat shrink. Where would I have hidden? Where would I be hidden if I was heat shrink? Breadboard, Molexes, pots. Oh, come on. Heat shrink. Here we go. All right. Will that shrink? No, I need smaller than that. These ones. They look small enough to me. I'll grab a couple of those. Do I have 3 colors? I do have 3 colors. Yeah, they're all the same size. Sweet. So what I'm planning on doing is soldering that onto there. Or do I desolder it and actually just solder directly through? Desoldering would make more sense, wouldn't it? Yes, desoldering would make more sense than heat shrinking, because chances of me getting that right. So let's turn this on. Oh, get the old desoldering gun out. Wait for it to get to temperature. Come on. Right, now the heating started. As you can see, it's not melting that. 60 degrees. Wow. My soldering iron comes up to speed so much faster than this one. 100. I'm sure you can hear it in the background screaming away. But useful device. And all the solder gets caught up. As you can see, it's all in there. It's beginning to smoke. Come on. Come on, I know heat's on. You gotta come off now. Oh, you're getting that looking better. Yep, that's working. So, if you've never used one of these, they're really easy. You put it on, wiggle it, and then put the vacuum on. So you go. Yep. Hopefully, it's coming loose. Oh, these ones. There we go. These ones have been stubborn. Let's see that this. Nah, the solder's not moving. So, trick which also has shown. Let's get the old soldering on. Put a big glob of solder. It's way more than you should ever use, but never mind. And hopefully that'll transfer through, because I think this has been machine soldered, so it's probably got a decent amount of solder all the way through. Don't think it's a multi-layer board. It doesn't look like it. Well, two-layer. It's a two-layer board. I don't think it's any more than that. Looks better. Oops. Looks like it might come out now. Come on. Yep, there we go. Come out. All good. Right. Turn that off because we don't need this anymore. Back in the stand so I don't burn anything. Oh, right. Okay. So that's signal. Yeah, 5 volts ground. So let's start off by, what do you reckon? Let's get 3 wires the same length. Yeah, vaguely. That goes there. That one goes there. Roughly. Let's give it a bit of length. Trim up the ends. Signal ground 5 volts. So which way first, do you reckon? Let's go for signal. Just plated the hole again. Come on. There we go. Looking good to me. Right. B5 first. Next, sorry, not first. Put 5 volts through there. Yep. Last but not least, ground. That looks all right to me. Right. Let's trim that lot. Trim, trim, trim. That lot looks all right to me. I'll probably slap some, what's the name on that as well? Lacquer, like I did on the last lot, to make it, give it a bit more waterproof, because this is going, it's all near water, so I'm always a bit sensitive around water and electronics for some strange reason. So I've got some waterproofing lacquer, which also helps with stopping any shorting. Protects the wires from corrosion and all that sort of goodness. Let's wire it up. Let's wire it up. This one wired up. Come here, board. So 5. Oh, we put 5 into 5 volts there. It's always one little sodding wire that just doesn't want to go right. Come on. 5 volts into the 5 volt board. Yep. And then you can lie along the other one. I should have put my phone on silent, but never mind. Let's just turn it onto silent now before any more emails arrive. I don't care at the moment. Come on. That's the wire down. Yep. Oh, that's the wire down. Let's solder it to the next wire. It's big. Yep. That looks like it's all wired up. Yep. Let's put ground in beside ground. Oh, twist these or something. Ground into ground. That looks good to me. And again, bend it along the existing wire. Come on. There we go. That looks like it's making good connection. And then last but very not least, you need to go D12. Okay, twisted you. Let's just make sure. There we go. Into D12. And then you fold along to that one. Okay, let's solder you up first, and then we'll bend you in the right direction. There we go. That's up. Yeah, don't touch that one. Go there. Oh, there we go. That one. Oh, down a bit, down a bit, down a bit. Come on. Yep, that looks good. Rough as guts, but I've seen some masters working on these sort of boards, and they come up with what looks like perfection. Is it making contact? Nope. But yeah, for prototyping, let's get it in, get it working, and then yep, that one's all sorted up. That's good. So now, clean it up. Yep. Let's verify that that signal's working. Not shorted anything else out. And then I think we are done on this. So 5 volts over here. Should be 5 volts there. No. That's there. Is there. Okay, those are there. Okay. Ground is, oh, that one. Yep. Connected to over here. Yep. And signal should be connected from that pin there to here. All good. Excellent. So that is the what I'm calling icing cooling system controller board prototype. So flow sensor, temperature sensor, +5, negative ground, signal, and the relay, the relay to turn on and off the solenoid for the bypass. So that looks good. Well, there you go, center of the thing. So yeah, stay tuned. We should have I should have a video out shortly showing you coding this up, similar to what I did for the cooling controller. So what I'm going to do now is take what I've got here, go across to the actual laser cutter, wire everything in so it's all up and running, and then we should be able to play around and get the controller working, see the water flow, temperatures, turn the solenoid on and off, and then we should be golden. So right guys, hopefully you've enjoyed that. Like and subscribe. Please leave any comments, suggestions, critique, which I'm sure there'll be plenty in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.